Hey there, so we have just had the privilege of sitting down with Ben Korn over here at Safeguard. Ben and his team help us with our marketing materials and our marketing products, and we just wanted to sit down with him, find out about his business, the history of his business, and also some of the clients that he serves and the products that he uses.
Why and when did I start this business? I didn't exactly start this business. I actually purchased this business from my parents, who owned it for 30 years prior to that. I moved back to Tucson in 2005 to eventually buy out the business, which happened about 7 years ago. And we're really excited to experience some good growth since then, since my parents retired. And we just actually finished an acquisition. We purchased a local competitor, and we're excited to have Prickly Pear Promotional Products come under our Safeguard umbrella as of January 3rd this year. I grew up in Tucson. I went to Sabino High School. I actually went to NAU for college and ran the ski lift up there. It was a lot of fun. I was in San Diego for 5 years, and my dad talked me into coming back to Tucson. So I was happy that I did. I got really involved in things locally. I'm a member of the Tucson Conquistadors. We've got a Cologuard Classic golf tournament coming up here at the end of February. The Centurions raise a lot of money for charities here locally in Tucson. And I've been active with the Tucson Metro Chamber, started a deal called the Emerging Leaders Council under that, which has been a really fun and fulfilling type of activity with young professionals here. Clients and industries we serve, our biggest account in Tucson is Tucson Electric Power. So there's some bigger companies. Hughes Federal Credit Union is a good one that, you know, they have a lot of employees, and that we do a lot of things for HR, wellness programs, employee uniforms, but also a lot of community-related events, things that they're going out and touching their customers, prospective customers, clients. You know, obviously everybody's a client of TEP, but so that's pretty broad. But one of our biggest growth areas is the University of Arizona. We're actually one of only 11 licensed vendors with University of Arizona. It's really fun to be part of and interact with all the different departments, athletics, all the colleges and that kind of stuff. And the Prickly Pear group that joined us has spent almost their entire careers working at U of A. So I kind of feel like it's the biggest show in Tucson, you know, being that Tucson is really pretty well centered around university. One of those things that we've done, like for example, is a clear stadium tote bag, which all the stadiums now have the, you know, restrictions on what bags can enter the stadiums. And so that's been a really popular, bags in general too. It's an endless industry, honestly. There's probably 500,000 different types of products. You could say promotional products, which includes drinkware. You know, these are double wall vacuum insulated tumblers and bottles like this, similar to a Yeti. However, you can buy one of these for about $10 a piece when you do an order of, you know, 50 or something like that for your group, instead of like $30 a piece when you're talking about a Yeti. And in marketing, this is really sets you apart in terms of what you call cost per impression. You know, I pretty much don't go anywhere without one of these. So you know that when you're going to use one of these or give it to a prospect or a client or a referral relationship, it's going to be used all over, you know, all the time in front of their friends, all that kind of stuff. So really goes a long way. There's a couple of other things, like this one, for example, is a Bluetooth speaker. So there's tech-related items. This comes from a supplier that has some really nice packaging, but also they've got a one-piece minimum and no setup charges. So it's really good for gifting. But also, aside from technology and drinkware and bags, we do all kinds of apparel. In Tucson, polos, dress shirts, a lot of t-shirts, that kind of stuff, caps. This has probably been the most popular type of cap. It's a snapback, mesh back trucker cap, and people have gotten creative with how to do these, sometimes with embroidery on the side or 3D puff embroidery, so that's pretty fun. But also, aside from that, you know, apparel, promotional products, display materials. So if you're doing a trade show, we do the table throws and the banner stands and the backdrops and some of that kind of signage. So it's pretty broad. We've, I think, delivered for our customers on a really consistent basis, and I know there's a heck of a lot of other companies that are out there that are working from their home and that kind of stuff. We've, I think, demonstrated a real professional aptitude to make sure and deliver, because a lot of our stuff is event driven. It's got to be there on the day before the event, because if it's there after the event, it's no good. So aside from delivering from people, we are always stressing strategic thinking on what kind of promotional products and apparel to be used in their marketing mix. I wouldn't say that promotional products are the end all for marketing, because people will incorporate TV and radio and print and those types of things in their marketing mix, but branding and tangible marketing products should be a piece of that mix too.